If music didn't exist, what would your career be?
In the toilet. It'd be really, really rough for me. I'm really, really bad at most normal things. I just cannot keep myself together. Like, thank goodness I figured out songs, because it'd be a mess for me.
Hey everyone, I'm Ameko, and we're here at the 50th Annual Juno Awards from my bedroom. Normally, there would be a red carpet live in person, but because of COVID, this year it's all virtual, and right now we're in a virtual media room waiting to interview some of Canada's award-winning artists.
Didn't know I needed no. Song could be shining, song could be shining. Be yourself.
There were tons of amazing artists tonight who won awards, and although I didn't get to speak with all of them, I got to speak with the following artists about what it's like to be a Canadian artist emerging on the world stage. Are you okay if we start out with some rapid-fire icebreaker questions? So just answer the first thing that comes to your mind, and then we'll move on to some deeper questions.
You can ask me whatever you want.
Would you rather go to the moon or win the most Junos next year?
Go to the moon.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna say win the most Junos though.
I mean, I'd love to win the Junos, but going to the moon is pretty cool too, huh? I think I'd rather go to the moon, and then I'll just win all the Junos the year after next year. That way I can get both.
Now pick one staple Canadian food to bring to a deserted island.
Poutine, but vegetarian gravy though.
I'd probably go with probably poutine. I think poutine is just really, really delicious. Sorry about that. Probably a bad idea on an island. You probably take something healthier.
Everyone judges me for putting ketchup in my mac and cheese. So I'm not necessarily saying I would bring ketchup and mac and cheese to a deserted island, but I would remove any judgment from the people I was on said island with from me eating said ketchup and mac and cheese.
Your dream Canadian musician to hang with?
Probably Drake.
I mean, this year I'm lucky enough to be nominated with Celine Dion and The Weeknd, and Justin Bieber, and those are all artists I fully respect. So anyone that you know, anyone that's there today would be an honor.
Probably Celine.
What makes Canadian music special that others need to take notice of?
I think our perspective is different. I've heard the theory during panels. I've heard of the theory of Canadian musicians spending a little bit more time in the studio in the winter seasons because it's so cold. So obviously you have big hubs like New York, which is also cold, and LA, but in Canada for half of the year it's very cold, and we kind of have this hibernation mentality. And I think out of that comes a lot of the music that kind of captivates us for the summer. So I think that that's one edge that we as Canadian artists have.
I think, Canada, we've been always kind of slapped on, and maybe weren't taken as seriously as other parts of the world or America. But now we have artists like Drake and The Weeknd and who really put us on the map, Justin Bieber, and kind of gave Canada the respect. And now it's up to people like me and Tate McRae and all the younger artists, Alessia Cara, Jessie Reyes, to come and kind of build that next level of foundation for young artists.
How do you define Canadian rap music? And what do you think can be done to make the rap scene here even bigger?
I would define the Canadian rap scene as very innovative, different sounds, very eclectic, talented, lyrical. But I do think the exposure is lacking. I do think that the infrastructure, it hasn't been able to support the hip hop industry as much as it has needed over the years. So I'm thinking that what is required is for more resources to be available to artists that are creating and putting their heart out in the studio. And giving more access to the fans. Hip hop is one of the top genres of 2021 and of the last 10, 20 years.
And the 2021 Juno for Breakthrough Artist of the Year goes to JP Saxe.
Okay. Wow.
Congratulations on your win for Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Thank you so very much.
You have a knack for titles that make you think. You have an album coming out on June 25th called Dangerous Levels of Introspection, which sounds very deep, but then a tour in October called The Feelings Are Stupid. Can you elaborate on these titles?
Sure, I would love to. I think part of what allows me to have an honest conversation with my emotional self is by not taking it so seriously. In the same way that when you're helping your friend through a really difficult moment, you might start with a little bit of a joke, you might try and make them laugh. And if you're able to make them laugh, they might be more comfortable to tell you the thing that they're really going through. It's something I think about in songwriting. Can I make you laugh a little at the beginning of the song and then punch you in the heart with the next line? So in the same way that Dangerous Levels of Introspection to me is an overarching idea that fits every level of this album and every song on it, Feelings Are Stupid is the kind of thing to me that you would say while having the kind of feelings that you would likely come up listening to this album, but you wouldn't say it in a judgmental way. You would say it in like, feelings are stupid, like having far too many of them.
You wrote If the World Was Ending with Julia Michaels in an hour and a half on the first day you met.
It's been a year now, think I figured out how to let you go and let communication die out. I know, you know, we know, you weren't down for forever and that's fine.
Was the experience of writing a song about two lovers awkward considering you were strangers to each other mere hours before?
Ameko, that's my job. I meet strangers and I talk to them about their deepest emotions within the first few hours. And honestly, if someone isn't down to talk to me about their deepest emotions within the first few hours, we're probably not going to get a very good song. I think what makes the best songs for me is when the conversations are egoless and open, and we're just able to share with each other as two humans who love the kind of art that can come from our most vulnerable moments.